It began with an innocuous package, tucked neatly on my doorstep one foggy autumn morning. No return address, no hint as to who might have sent it. Just a plain brown box tied with frayed string, its surface worn and weathered. Curiosity clawed at me, igniting a thrill of intrigue, overshadowed by an undercurrent of dread. I hesitated, glancing around to see if anyone was watching. The neighborhood appeared calm, as if locked in a cocoon of tranquility, but I felt a shiver coil up my spine as I knelt down to pry it open. Inside, nestled within an aged newspaper, was a delicate porcelain doll with an unsettlingly lifelike visage. Her glassy blue eyes seemed to follow me as I pulled her free from her confinement. Instinctively, I felt she was watching, waiting judgment lurking behind that painted smile. I placed the doll on my bookshelf, dismissing the weight of unease settling in my gut as mere imagination. Yet, that night, the atmosphere in my home shifted. The air grew dense, charged with an energy I couldn't identify. As I lay in bed, sleep proving elusive, a soft sound broke the silence, a gentle, almost imperceptible whisper that seemed to slither through the shadows. "Play with me," it beckoned. I sat up, heart racing as panic surged through me, drowning out the whisper's haunting lull. Every instinct screamed for me to escape, to throw the doll back into that box and seal it tight, but I was paralyzed, rooted in place by a mix of terror and morbid curiosity. The next evening, unable to resist the pull of the sinister artifact, I decided to engage with my newfound companion. I hesitantly fetched a deck of cards, a game I'd once loved. "Let's see if you have a talent for this," I murmured, half sarcastic, trying to chase away the creeping shadow of fear. As I shuffled and dealt, the lights flickered ominously overhead, plunging the room momentarily into darkness, but flickers can sometimes betray a hidden horror. Suddenly, the doll shifted, just slightly, and under the dim light, I could have sworn her painted lips curled into a smirk. "That game is for children," she whispered again, and my blood ran cold. I stumbled back, horrified, and though my mind screamed to flee, something tethered me to that room, to the awareness that her gaze had grown sharper, more predatory. Days morphed into a suffocating nightmare, the line between sleep and wakefulness blurring as I succumbed to exhaustion. Each night the whispers grew louder, more insistent, until they morphed into frantic cries for companionship that echoed through the walls. It wasn't long before my reality began to fracture. The doll watched, waited, and somewhere deep inside I grasped that this porcelain figure was no mere trinket but a vessel for an otherworldly entity, hungry and insatiable. I finally discerned the truth. She doesn't want to play. She wants a friend forever, and in her mind, forever translates to dark and twisted eternity. I opened my mouth to scream, but the darkness closed in, and all that came out was a hollow, muffled sound swallowed by the night. Now, as the shadows creep closer, I can feel her presence. She whispers still, each word laced with a chilling promise that the game has just begun.